Yep. Yeah, there's a jack here. On the side over there. All right. All right. Oh goodness. All right. Let's turn this down. Turn this down. Okay. All right. So if you could scroll down to the camera layer for me. Yeah. Click on it. And then go to the speaker on the top there. And then on number 1, if you could just click right. Yeah. Yeah. Right and left. Yep. Okay. Now it's even. All right. See if I know these kids' names. All right. Elias Heckman. Sam Scheidegger. Elias Diaz. Jelani. Oh, really? Yeah. Jelani Payne. Aiden Ferk. Evan Matthews. Nathan Haddo. Yeah. All right, what's Connor's last name? Bubbles? Booballs? Like there's an A in there? Weird. Booballs. Interesting. Caden Sager, Teal Lucas, and Leo Brostowitz. All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Wood Trust Bank Field. Here on the beautiful campus of Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School, we get you ready for Week 1 of the 2022 high school football season on Zaleski Sports. It is the visiting River Falls Wildcats out of the Big Rivers Conference going up against the Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Red Raiders out of the Valley Football Association. Glad to be with you here. It is hard to believe that we are ready for high school football already, as Week 1 is upon us here in central Wisconsin. It's going to be a doozy between Wisconsin Rapids and River Falls. Two conference champions from a year ago, a non-conference clash here in 2022. It is national anthem time. We'll step aside for our national anthem and come back with the starting lineups and opening kickoff. Glad to be with you. Opening week of 2022 high school football on Zaleski Sports.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no one-man band. Just follow your dreams and keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in central Wisconsin.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no one-man band. Just follow your dreams and keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in central Wisconsin.
Again, glad to be with you here in 2022. It's hard to believe we are here. Week 1 of high school football, August 18th, and we have a non-conference battle between Wisconsin Rapids and River Falls. Two teams, high expectations this year coming in. Going through the ground rules here tonight from Wood Trust Bank Field, Southwood County Stadium, again on the beautiful campus of Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School. Wisconsin Rapids coming in from a year ago, 7-4 overall. They were 6-1 in the VFA. Three-way tie for first place with Spash and Wausau West. And River Falls won the Mississippi Valley Conference last year, 7-0. They are now in the Big Rivers Conference, as the starting lineups being announced. First for River Falls, wearing number
3, senior
Jordan Karras, a wide receiver, 5'11", senior.
Number 6, senior
Cade Mashewski, looks like.
Junior
Cody Olson.
Number 17, senior
Brathall, the quarterback this year.
2, senior
Wyatt Bell, River Falls.
Junior Jonah Severson. Number 51, senior Grady Nygaard.
All right, those are your River Falls Wildcats. We'll go through them in just a moment. I had to write them down while they were being announced. But Wisconsin Rapids 2022 Red Raider football team here looking for a huge 2022 high school football season as Tony Biolo and the Red Raiders looking to do damage this year in the Valley Football Association. They come out as a team, and it is a great atmosphere here tonight, and it should be a phenomenal football game. Steve Maves on the play call. Olivia Zimmerman and Joshua Bush along with me here tonight from Wood Trust Bank Field, South Wood County Stadium here in Wisconsin Rapids. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Solaris. With so much of our lives riding on the internet these days, choosing a provider you know and trust has become more important than ever. Solaris Fiber Network is the fastest technology available. It's more reliable than cable internet and provides equal upload and download speeds. Solaris has been keeping Central Wisconsin connected for over 125 years. They have the speed you need. Call, stop in, or visit Solaris.net to learn more. They also provide us with internet here at Wisconsin Rapids, as they do for most of this fine city. Wisconsin Rapids will be on offense first. They won the toss and elected to receive, as we'll see how things pan out here in 2022. We're about to get underway. Wisconsin Rapids in their red uniforms, River Falls in their whites. River Falls from right to left, Wisconsin Rapids left to right. Most exciting time of the year, high school football in the state of Wisconsin is about to kick off here in 2022, and we are underway. A high-end over-end kick going to be taken at about the 3-yard line, and has room on the outside, breaks a tackle, spins near the 23-yard line. That's Connor Bubbles on the
Number 53, Reese Yonke on the tackle.
as Reese Yonke on the tackle. Bubbles on the return, and the man of the hour, man of the year, most likely in the running for an early spot in VFA Player of the Year in Leo Brostowitz, will be in the backfield here for Wisconsin Rapids, and he's going to have a heavy dose of carries here in 2022. 18th in the state last year with just over 1,700 yards. They're going to hand it up to him. No, Lucas is going to keep it himself. Going to be pounded off the left side. He's going to carry he's going to gain a couple of yards.
Number 12, Teal Lucas on the carry for the Red Raiders.
A gain of about 4 or 5. Good carry there for Teal Lucas to start off the season. It says 3. Is it only 3? Yeah, only 3.
Second down and 6.
Oh, 4. That'll give him 4. Again, triple option for Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln with Teal Lucas in at quarterback. Leo Brostowitz in the backfield. Back under center, again, a team that will not throw a whole lot. They pitch it out to Bobolts on the near side. Gets a big block, 30, 35. Gets taken down past the 35 of the first down of the 2022 season for Wisconsin Rapids. Connor, a nice carry, and got a nice carry, got a nice block on the edge. Out to the 36-yard line. Nice gain on the play for Rapids. Lucas back under center, up to Brostowitz for the first time. Carries him to the 40-yard line. And a gain of 4 on the play, straight up for Brostowitz. Gavin Cole on the tackle.
Gain of 3 yards, balls at the 40-yard line, second down and 7.
Again, very compact offense for Wisconsin Rapids. They will not throw a lot. Lucas pitches it out to the far side, and he is going to be stopped, stood up, and dragged back as Caden Sager, and loses those yards right back. Does number 2, Seger. Sager? Sager. All right.
Down to the backfield by number 24, Jacob Gilbertson.
So right back to 3rd down and 10 now for Wisconsin Rapids. Just underway.
On the play brings up 3rd down and 10.
It is opening week here in Wisconsin, or in high school football. We got a handful of games going on around the network tonight. Get into those in just a little bit. And going to hand it off to Brosowitz off the right side. Breaks a tackle, bounces off a couple of defenders. Carries him up to the 45-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and 1.5 yards to go. As Brosowitz comes up limping already on his second carry.
4th down and 2.
So a gain of 8 more on the play for Leo. And just like that, Brosowitz is hobbling off the field. Not a good sign for Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln. And he is a bulldozer when he has the opportunity to run, but that is a tough sign to start for Lincoln, just on his second carry of the season. Teal Lucas under center, 45-yard line, and timeout going to be taken by Wisconsin Rapids at 9:02 to go in this first quarter. We have played just under 3 minutes. Rapids facing a 4th down and 1.5 yards. We'll be back to Wood Trust Bank Field right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Wisconsin River Orthopedics has been providing comprehensive care to Wood County for over 50 years. We offer urgent care for orthopedic pain and injuries, joint replacement, along with focused sports medicine care from evaluation to rehabilitation. Our facilities offer a spacious rehab center to get you back to doing what you love most, along with the latest technology in our ambulatory surgery center and a comfortable open MRI. Stop living with pain and limited range in your joints. Turn to Wisconsin River Orthopedics and get back to the way life is meant to be. Wisconsin River Orthopedics has been providing comprehensive care.
Fourth down coming up here early on for Wisconsin Rapids. 4th down and 1.5 yards. This is about the length they had to go in their heartbreaking loss last year in level 2 against Middleton. We'll get into that throughout the broadcast here tonight, that tough loss at home. And it looks like they'll be back to punt now. Who's back there? Teal Lucas back to punt for Wisconsin Rapids. But he's not very far back. See if they fake it. Good snap. Rolls out to his right. And the Australian soccer kick is going to bounce at the 15-yard line. Go inside River Falls territory. All the way inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Wonderful job by Teal Lucas. And River Falls has tough starting field position for their opening drive here tonight. River Falls coming off of a tough loss of their own right. They lost at Wanakee in level 2 last year. The eventual Division II state champions in Wanakee, 27-24 in overtime. And head coach Ryan Schurz has really turned this football program around in his second stint here at River Falls. We'll get into that in just a moment, but Dylan Brathel will be under center for River Falls, working right to left. Brathel going to hand it up right up the middle, get a big block or get a big hit. And a drive there. See if we get a number for you. It looks like Cade Mazewski. Nope. Mashesky. They say Mashesky. We'll go with Mashesky. Gain of 4 on the play, I believe. No, they're 5. A little slow on the scoreboard, what I'm going off of. Pitch it out again, near side, sets the edge, drives them down there to the 20-yard line. It's going to be a 1st down for River Falls. The carry there by 25, Vincent.
Number 25, Jonah Severson on the carry.
Jonah Severson, all right.
Carry is good for
Jonah
1st down.
Severson. When they were going through lineups, I'd had to really try and figure that out too, because Jonah's name is not on this list, so he's up there. He's number 4, but 25 right now. 1st and 10, ball at the 20-yard line. Is going to hand it up the middle again, and gets hit on the carry up the middle, but not after a gain of 4 yards.
Severson again on the carry, this time brought down by number 20, Ben Mansell.
So Severson, a couple of good carries so far. River Falls driving. 2nd down and 6 yards to go. Shotgun formation for the first time for Brathel. High snap, quick toss, near side. Makes the catch, gets dragged out of bounds on the catch by Jordan Karras. And a first down for
Pass complete to number 3, Jordan Karras.
Karras on the reception.
Brought down by number 3, Brennan Huber. First down for the Wildcats.
And another first down for River Falls. Again, I try to keep track here up with stats. Not the easiest thing when the scoreboard is not functioning as it shall. But it is 1st and 10. Ball at the River Falls 34-yard line. That is dropped. It is a forward pass. Incomplete is the call. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 here for the Wildcats. Leo Brostowitz was up off the trainer's table with his helmet off, trying to stretch or loosen that left ankle up, as he is getting it pretty fiercely taped up right now. You saw Teal Lucas handing it off to Caden Sager for some warm-ups, just in case Brostowitz can't go anymore. As the clock, or the officials stop the clock, as the clock is continuing to run, or was continuing to run. Says 6:56 on the clock, but I don't think that is where we are at. Again, everybody's still getting those first game kinks worked out, including our scoreboard operators and everybody else around here. Week 1 high school football. Again, it's hard to believe we're here, but we are. And River Falls driving on their opening drive. Quick pass. It is going to be in and out of the hands. A big hit by all-conference defensive back Brennan Huber. Huber, an honorable mention last year. Got it written down somewhere. Yep. Honorable mention defensive back last year for Brendan Huber. Leo Brostowitz, first team running back. Connor Akey, I haven't called his name yet tonight, but he was a first team defensive end as well. Big 74 in there for Wisconsin Rapids. Scholarship player. He's got at least 10 offers. In motion. Going to hand it up the middle. Misses one tackle. He's going to be dragged down there. 4th down coming up. A big open field tackle there by Grayson Reimer. And 4th down coming up, and the punt team comes out for River Falls. So a couple of empty opening possessions for both teams here tonight to start things. Both teams have gotten a couple of first downs, but
4th down and 6.
Hubolt's back to receive the punt.
Connor Bubolt's back to receive.
4th down and about 6 or 7. A high punt. Bubolt's going to take it at about the 23-yard line, get a quick block, breaks a tackle outside the 30, 35, get taken out of bounds near the 37-yard line. Again, Connor not the tallest guy, but he is definitely one of the quicker guys. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for Wisconsin Rapids at their own 36-yard line. And again, with no Leo Brostowitz. Leo's on the sideline here with no helmet on. So a conference player of the year hopeful has 2 rushes this year. Teal Lucas up the middle. He goes nowhere. Might have bobbled a snap. No gain, no loss on the play. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Again, Leo carried it twice on that opening drive, gained 3 on his first carry, gained 8 on his second carry. That was that 3rd down. That was that 3rd down carry where he bounced off a couple of defenders, got spun around, and then came up out of the pile limping. And he is trying to stretch that left ankle out. Looking to the side, or looking to the stands, maybe talking to his dad, but really can't put much pressure on it. Lucas is going to keep it himself, just able to hold it. Buboltz is going to lose a yard. And again, without that third option in the triple option, it is a tough scenario here for the Red Raiders. They've lost a yard on this possession. 3rd down and 11 coming up. Tonight on Selesky Sports, DC Everest at Green Bay Preble. Chris Conley calls that one for you. Hudson is at Marshfield. That is Gene Delisio. And Wyawega Fremont is at Pacelli. That's Matt Dickinson and Paul Jaglinski for that broadcast. We've got 7 more tomorrow for you. 11 in opening weekend. Up the middle and going to go nowhere is Sager, and gain 2 on the play. And it's going to be 4th down and 9 coming up for Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln. Tomorrow we have Spencer Columbus heads west to play St. Croix Central. Kimberly comes over to play at Stevens Point. Lakeland is at Edgar. Amherst is at Clintonville. Wisconsin Rapids Assumption is at Nacita. Mosinee is facing Stratford at Marshfield. And Luxembourg Casco is at Wopaka. All those games live for you and free, and only on ZaleskySports.com. No running around that time for Lucas. That one's going to bounce at about the 28-yard line and then take a Rapids bounce and a Rapids roll all the way inside the 10-yard line again. Teal Lucas, a couple of field-changing punts here in his first 2 of the season. And again, River Falls will start 1st and 10 from the 8-yard line. Get ready for fall cleanup at Fleet Farm. Get all your gear you need, from mowers and spreaders to grass seed and fertilizers. Plus, check out supplies for outside jobs like pressure washers, shed, and paint. Get everything you need in one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. Fleet Farm, probably serving the Midwest since 1955. Leo running up and down the sidelines, trying to loosen up that ankle. Run up the middle again, and a big hole up the middle. And a 1st down for River Falls. And now Teal Lucas getting taped up as well by the athletic trainer. That is one big thing for Wisconsin Rapids coming into this season, is how well their defense would play after having a phenomenal group last year, losing guys like Keegan Christie and the likes of that, and especially in that middle linebacker position. Having to retool with the new guys. Again, hole right up the middle, bouncing off a couple of defenders, and a huge hole in Severson again. In past the 40-yard line. But not after a gain of 20 yards. Again, big holes right up the middle for Severson. Jacob Range, the new quarterback for River Falls. Heard Coach Schurz say that they would play quarterback by committee. Range has given his best off that he would be able to play this year. Severson again up the middle, right off the left side. Another gain of 6 or 7 yards. And a 2nd down and manageable.
Brought down by number 42, Carter Christie, along with number 23, Ashton Fisher.
Give you some score updates from around the Selesky Sports Network tonight. Obviously, we're here. We're scoreless with under 3 minutes to go in the first half. As expected, 2 teams that run the ball a lot. Don't toss it around the field as efficiently as some that you will see this year. As Range will roll out to his right, look for a receiver, and found it right in there. Wow, what a pass by Jacob Range. As soon as I say that they're not going to throw it, Cody Olson hauls it in, covered by Luke Schold. And it's another River Falls 1st down. A score from
number 6, Lucas Scholl.
A score from Green Bay Preble. Looks like Everest is up 7-0 on the Hornets. Hudson and Marshfield. Marshfield up 7-0. And we'll see if we can find the Pacelli score for you. Pacelli and WIAA Fremont from Buchholz, or not Buchholz, from Gerke Field in Stevens Point. 1st and 10, run right up the middle, untouched until it gains 11. Severson again, all the way to the 35-yard line, and it has been the Jonah Severson show here on this drive.
Again on the carry, brought down by number 3, Brennan Huber.
Again, started at their own 8-yard line. Brand new turf over at Gerke Park in Stevens Point. WIAA Fremont leading 12-0 over Pacelli in the first quarter. 90 seconds to go here in the first, and a high throw by range and incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver Wyatt Bell. They've tried those wide receiver screens a couple of times with Wisconsin Rapids playing so far back on pressure that it has been the connection between the quarterback and the wide receivers just hasn't been there for River Falls on those screen plays. I formation behind Jacob Range. Under center, going to hand it up again. Right up the middle, another huge hole, and why not? Keep giving it to him. And it's close to another first down, 3rd down and 2 yards coming up with 1:20 to go in this opening quarter. Quick moving first quarter.
Number 20, Ben Mansell. 3rd down and 2.
Leo Brosowitz still no helmet on. He has been walking back and forth down the sidelines with no noticeable limp. Looks like he'll be all right. Now he's jogging. 3rd down and 2. Hands it up the middle again, untouched. And another first down for River Falls. Reimer on the tackle. And River Falls has marched all the way from their own 8-yard line to the Wisconsin Rapids 22. And very close to that red zone with 35 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Jacob Range back under center. Long count, hands it off. No, he's going to roll out to his left. Play action fake, and it's going to be intercepted! It's intercepted by Wisconsin Rapids. Ashton Fisher playing the tip drill to himself. And the drive is halted just like that. Holy cow, Ashton Fisher, the tip drill. To himself, Range rolled out to his left. He had 2 receivers there. It was just a matter of who would Range toss it to. And we take a look back at it, and Fisher was right there. Man, oh man, what a play. Ashton Fisher. The first turnover of the season, or takeaway of the season for Wisconsin Rapids. 1st and 10, 23 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Lucas hands it up the middle and going to fall near the 25-yard line. That looks like Brosowitz back in there, is it? Yep, Leo Brosowitz back in the game for Wisconsin Rapids, and that will end our first quarter. A drive for River Falls halted by an interception. Wisconsin Rapids has the momentum back. They've got their first team all-conference player, running back, and Leo Brosowitz back into the game. 1 quarter in the books here from Wisconsin Rapids. We're scoreless. Wisconsin Rapids will have the ball when we come back to Wood Trust Bank Field at Southwood County 2000 Stadium. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Rustic Redefined is the area's boutique clothing store for women and children. You'll find a personalized shopping experience with unique and trendy styles to choose from. Rustic Redefined specializes in affordable clothes and accessories with red carpet service. Find your individual style at Rustic Redefined on 8th Street South in Wisconsin Rapids and Rustic Redefined on Facebook.
Welcome back to Woodtrust Bank Field, Southwood County Stadium here in Wisconsin Rapids. And man, what a first quarter it was for Wisconsin Rapids as they lost for the second drive at least. They're all-state running back. And then it looked like they couldn't stop Jonas Sievertson. They tried, River Falls tried a play-action pass, and then they threw an interception. Second down coming up for Wisconsin Rapids. Second down and about 6 yards to go. Hands it off again off the left side. Brosowitz is going to be stood up and dragged back there at near the 25-yard line. And they give him a half a yard. Third down coming up for the Red Raiders. Mobile Link in Wisconsin Rapids is your go-to for car and boat services, including window tinting, remote start, and accessorizing. That's Mobile Link in downtown Wisconsin, or on 8th Street in Wisconsin Rapids. Drove past there today. Third down and 5 for Wisconsin Rapids. Just underway here in the second quarter. 11:25 to go in the first half. Still scoreless. River Falls has had the best opportunities so far. Again, halted by that interception. Teal Lucas under center. Having a late fly over here tonight. Hands out, or pitches out to Bubbles, and he tiptoes the sidelines. Will they give him the first down? It's going to be close. And it looks like he tiptoed just enough. Oh, my goodness. Fourth down and a half an inch. Holy man. Again, this is more like that two-point conversion try against Middleton last year. Wisconsin Rapids didn't score at all in the first three quarters. They scored in the fourth quarter 3 times, and the last time with 4 seconds left, they tried the two-point conversion. Middleton stopped Brostowitz, and Middleton went on to level 3 of the playoffs. That was a heartbreaker here in Rapids. Try to draw River Falls off sides. Teal Lucas is going to fall forward in a first down for Wisconsin Rapids. Coming up for Wisconsin Rapids, they'll host Stoughton next Thursday. Paul Jaglinski will be here tonight or next week for you on that game. They'll be at Wausau West in week 3, and then a doubleheader here at Woodtrust Bank Field. Assumption will play Marathon at 5 o'clock, and then Rapids will play Spash at 8. We'll have both of those games, of course, for you live on Zaleski Sports. They're at Hortonville. We'll have them at Everest when they're at Marshfield, and then home against Appleton West and Menominee. We'll have all games except for 2 Rapids games this year. Lucas back to pass, and Bubbles with the catch, and still on his feet, gets pounded there. It's going to be close to another first down. He was looking for the wheel route on the outside. That got stopped right away. And then Buboltz with the snuck behind the defense and was able to make the catch, and a gain of 9 yards on the pass. Second down and 1 coming out for Wisconsin Rapids. Last year averaged 23.5 points a game, gave up 16.5. Only 25 yards per game through the air last year, 263 on the ground, and we'll probably expect more of that this year. Brosowitz right up the middle. No, it's Bobble there for a second, but another first down by Caden Sager, and a nice job by Sager for concentration to be able to haul that in after he bobbled it about 3 times, and another Lincoln first down at the 47-yard line. You have been hovering really around that 500 mark the last handful of years. 2017, 6-4, 4-6 in 18, 4-6 in 19, 2-4 in 2020, and then last year it's 7-4. They had week 3 or 4 off last year when they couldn't find a team to replace Wausau East. Hands off to Brostowitz. He's going to be stood up and dragged down, pushed down hard, and he'll lose a yard.
Brostowitz on the carry, brought down by 53, Reese Yankee for a loss of 1.
2011 state runner-up for Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln under the tutelage of Tony Biolo in his 20th season. 18 playoff appearances, 17 and 18 in those playoff appearances. Again, losing Caden Sengbush to graduation, quarterback and option man on that triple option. Caden heading to lacrosse for baseball. Second down and 11 yards to go for Wisconsin Rapids. 9:05 to go in this first half. Broswitz again up the middle, and really the nose tackle there as 64 Elias Heckman having a heck of a time blocking the nose guard. Gain of 2 on the play. Third down and 9 coming up for the Red Raiders. And VFA predictions this year brought to you by WIS Sports. Lincoln slated to finish first. Wausau West second, Everest third, Hortonville fourth, Spash fifth, Appleton West sixth, and Marshfield seventh. Run up the middle again. Broswich just not getting those holes that he needs to break out. A gain of 3, and it's going to be fourth down coming up again for Wisconsin Rapids. 4th and 6, 8 minutes to go in the first half. Lucas back to punt for the third time tonight. Rapids, this is the first time Rapids has been on River Falls' side of the 50-yard line. Another punt there. It's going to be taken on the run. He's going to slip on the turf and fall there. That is Wyatt Bell. And a flag comes in late on the play. The first flag of the night here. The first flag of the 2022 season. See what we got here. Illegal block in the back by River Falls, so that'll march them back even further. Again, another heck of a job by Teal Lucas to pin the Wildcats even further back. Unlock the best home, auto, commercial, and personal loans in the Rapids area at Key Savings Bank. No matter what you're financing, Key Savings Bank has the personal touch to put you at ease. Dream big with small rates at Key Savings Bank in Rapids. Give a big shout out to Key Savings Bank. Jason Selesky's still here, taking pictures for us. Jason is going to be heading to Waupaca tomorrow, and then starting a pretty cool thing on Zaleski Sports starting in week 2 of high school football. Not sure if he announced it yet or not. And a late flag comes in again. So back-to-back plays, back-to-back flags.
Severson again on the carry. There's a flag on the play.
Five-yard face mask on Wisconsin Rapids. For River Falls and Ryan Scher's second stint at the helm. Again, in 2017, they were 2-9, 18, 9-2, 19, 8-3. In 2020, they were just 2-1. Last year, they were 8-4. And again, now moving back to the Big Rivers Conference, they are projected to finish second behind Menominee and in front of Hudson. Those are their 2 losses to start the year last year. And a flag comes in illegal motion. A couple of flags, and it's fumbled, and it's in for the touchdown! Touchdown, Wisconsin Rapids! Brennan Huber took it. Must have been on the pitch or something, and he rumbled into the end zone. I believe both flags will be on River Falls, so the touchdown should count. The blink of an eye, Brennan Huber. The first one is going to be illegal motion with the wide receiver going forward on the motion. We'll see what the far flag is. But Wisconsin Rapids,
Penalty is against the offense. Refused. Fumble recovery.
and Wisconsin Rapids scores! A defensive touchdown by Brennan Huber. Holy man, what a turn of events again! A couple of motion penalties on River Falls, and Brennan Huber somehow came out of the far sidelines with the ball, and he ran in for the touchdown. Holy man, out of nowhere.
Ashton Fisher on to kick the extra point out of the hold of number 12, Teal Lucas.
Brennan Huber, again, the honorable mention from a year ago, defensive back. He's made a couple of nice plays already. But a touchdown, fumble recovery, and Wisconsin Rapids was searching for footballs. Not sure who's in charge of that, but changed possession. They needed new footballs, and they were nowhere to be found, and that was the delay right there. Ashton Fisher in to attempt the PAT. Ashton with an interception tonight. 2 takeaways for Wisconsin Rapids defense. The snap, the hold, the kick, and it is perfect. And with 7 minutes to go in this first half, Wisconsin Rapids leads 7-0. We'll be back to Woodtrust Bank Field right after this on Zaleski Sports.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together. At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company...
End over end kick going to be taken at about the 7-yard line for River Falls, and going to be stopped for a second. Has the outside corner, has the edge, cuts back inside. Going to be taken down there at about the 45-yard line. But a good return by Jordan Karras. So the scoring drive for Wisconsin Rapids was no plays. About 25 or 30 yards on the, don't even want to say scoop and score, because it looked like the ball really fell right into Brennan's arms, and it was off to the races for Huber. And Rapids scores a defensive touchdown here to start 2022. River Falls back with the football, their best starting field position tonight, at their own 43-yard line, working left to right here in their fourth possession. And Severson on the outside. He was up the middle most of his, or all of his carries so far, except for that fumble. And then that play, he gains 8 on the play. Torque on the stop. But again, going back to River Falls last year, being in the Mississippi Valley Conference, they were 7-0. And the 2 of the 4 losses that they had last year came to teams in their new conference, or back in their conference. They were members of the Big Rivers for many, many years. Severson off the left side gets the first down to the 40-yard line. Feet still moving, and they'll stop forward progress at the 39-yard line. Another first down for the Wildcats. They lost to Menominee 28-6 in week 1. They lost to Hudson in week 2, 29-28. And they will face Hudson in week 4 at Hudson, and they will host Menominee in week 8. of the season. So that, all in all, could end up being a conference championship game for Menominee and River Falls at that point of the year. Severson again off the left side. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. Severson is a load. Not really a load. He's tall and lanky. But Rapids having a tough time in their front to be able to bring him down. Second and 3 coming up for River Falls at the Wisconsin Rapids 30-yard line, 31-yard line. Back under center, pitches out to Severson again, sets the edge that time nicely, but rips him past the first down. It looked like Isaac Clendenning on the tackle. But not after another River Falls first down.
Brought down by number 88, Isaac Clendenning.
River Falls again marching down the field. 4:50 to go, first half. River Falls will start the second half with the football on the kickoff. Rapids started the game with it. Back under center, hands off to Severson again, pounds it up the middle. They'll stop him that time. But again, not after a gain, not before a gain of 2 yards. Dylan Brathel in at quarterback again for the Wildcats.
Severson on the carry, brought down by number 74, Connor Akey.
Connor Akey with the tackle. One of the first times we've heard Connor's name tonight.
Second down and 8 from the 25.
More of a disruptor when it comes maybe to more passing teams, and he plays right in the middle here right now. Right tackle. They go away from him. He cuts back inside to Severson, falls near the 20-yard line. They'll give him the 21, and it's going to be third down coming up for River Falls. Going away from Connor Akey on that play. He was playing right tackle on the defensive line.
From the Lincoln 20-yard line.
A big third down coming up. 3:30 to go here in the first half. Brathel under center. I formation behind him. And timeout will be taken. That's a tough timeout taken by Wisconsin Rapids as River Falls took a long, long time. We'll take a quick break as well. With 3:17 to go in the first half, it's 7-0 Red Raiders. Back to Wisconsin Rapids right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty.
Third down coming up for River Falls. A big third down that is. Most likely giving it to Severson as they have the last handful of plays. Sachs Technology in downtown Wisconsin Rapids is your go-to for residential and commercial computer repair, custom-built desktops, off-site backup, and mobile repair. Third down and 3 for River Falls. Under center, Brathel. They hand it off to Severson. He gets stonewalled at the 19-yard line. Fourth down coming up. A huge hit in the hole by Carter Christie.
Christie.
Not just brought down, but smashed by Carter.
Down and 2 for the Wildcats.
That was a big boy hit by Carter Christie. 4th down coming up for River Falls. Under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Don't forget, Key Savings Bank halftime show comes up at halftime. Brathel under center. Nearly got Rapids to jump off sides, and Rapids uses another timeout. Man, oh man. Tough timeouts to be taken. 2:33 to go in this first half. We'll take another break. 7-0 Rapids. It is 4th and 2 when we come back to Wisconsin Rapids on Zaleski Sports.
The Trading Post in Wisconsin Rapids is Central Wisconsin's premier antique mall, consignment, and sports shop. And now, the holiday store with more. More selection, more items changing daily, more chances to find that perfect gift.
Happy holidays from the Trading Post in Wisconsin Rapids. Store you can get lost in and enjoy it.
The Trading Post in Wisconsin Rapids is Central Wisconsin's premier antique mall, consignment, and sports shop. And now, the holiday
When
store.
the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 16 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can keep you rolling and growing. Sherrill Tire and Service Center, your locally owned farm tire specialist.
Sherrill Tire and Service, keep growing and rolling with us.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com. When the last thing you need to happen.
4th and 2 coming up here. People bring the umbrellas out. Is it raining? Oh, yeah, it is. Look at that. We may have to, at halftime, we'll bring the camera in. And 4th and 2 coming up, though, before that happens. Umbrellas come out, jackets come out. The rain starts to fall here in Wisconsin Rapids. 4th and 2. Brathel under center. Severson behind him in the I formation. Pitches it out to Severson. Off the right side, first down, past the 15, inside the 15 to the 12. They were able to pitch it out to him and let him get a full head of steam. Yeah, a little sprinkle here. Nothing too bad. As long as the camera doesn't get wet, we'll be all right. If it does, we'll just move it back inside. We've played through some crazy weather games. 1st and 10, ball at the 12-yard line. Hands off to Severson again. Up the middle, going to be stopped again, driven back. Again, the linebackers coming through big. Carter Christie, one of them. 2nd down coming up. Under 2 minutes to go in this first half.
Severson on the carry, brought down by Ashton Fisher along with Carter Christie.
Ashton Fisher in there as well again.
The play brings up 2nd down and 8 from the Lincoln 10-yard line.
Long look for Brathel to the sideline. 2nd down and 8 yards to go from the 10. Again, long wait here. The back judge already hand up. 5 seconds on the play clock. No, they're not going to get it off in time. Oh. Coach Schurz takes a timeout. Not much hustle by the Wildcats trying to get that play off. We'll keep it right here. We'll keep it here. Hear from our friends over at Rapid Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling. Or Rapid Sheet Metal, excuse me. Nobody enjoys being without comfort. Time to plan now for the fall and winter months ahead. Give the pros at Rapid Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling a call for furnace and AC service in Wisconsin Rapids. We'll be there rapidly to figure out and take care of the trouble, and we'll get the comfort working again right away. Call Rapid Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling at 715-301-0256 and visit online at rapidsheetmetal.com. I'll be back with you tomorrow in Necedah, the Assumption Royals. A lot of high expectations for the Royals this year in football. They'll head down to take on the Necedah Cardinals. Saw Necedah last year. They hosted Auburndale in the playoffs. The highest scoring game of the playoffs in level 1, 62-32. That was a long game. 2nd 8, rolling out to his right, and it is going to be dropped. Incomplete. Try the one-arm try out there. See what number we got. Cody Olson, the intended receiver. 3rd down and 8 coming up. Brath will roll out to his right. Had about 3 or 4 receivers over there. went to the corner of the end zone and just out of the reach of Cody Olson. 3rd down and 8, ball at the 10-yard line. 1:08 to go here in the first half. Brathel under center. And on the triple option, up the middle, breaks a couple of tackles inside the 5. Legs keep turning. He's going to be inside the 1-yard line. So they faked it to Severson, and then on the end around, Wyatt Bell. Nobody knew where Bell was, and he's inside the 1-yard line. 1 minute to go here in the first half. Again, this is going to be huge if River Falls can score because they start the second half with the ball.
Wildcats have the ball. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
1 timeout remaining for River Falls. 2 it says. We'll go with 2. Wildcats trying to punch it in for the first time. They have dominated time of possession here tonight. Severson off the right side. He walks into the end zone, gets bumped around. Touchdown, River Falls. Severson off the right side. And River Falls on the board here with 31 seconds to go in the first half. Again, it has been the Jonah Severson show all night here in the first half for River Falls offensively. Again, lined up in that goofy formation. See what they plan on doing. It looks like the PAT will be incoming for Alec Ross. And the kick is up, and it is good. 31 seconds to go in this first half. We are tied at 7. We will keep it right here between that and now. As again, we take a look at that touchdown by Jonah Severson. And again, Jonah, as good as it has gotten here tonight offensively for River Falls. And the Red Raiders, a couple of takeaways tonight, but that's been it. 2 takeaways. Offense has been quiet. And see how things pan out the rest of the way, but number 1 priority going into second half has got to be you got to figure out Jonah Severson. Jonah has been as dominant as it gets offensively for River Falls. Appreciate everyone tuning in here tonight on Zaleski Sports. Score from Marshfield, Hudson up 17-7. From Green Bay, tied at 7. Of course, our game here tonight, tied at 7 as well. We get you a score update from Pacelli and Waiwega Fremont. That is 19-6 Waiwega. And the kick is a line drive, and that one's going to roll out of bounds. So 35-yard line coming up for Wisconsin Rapids. No timeouts as the rain continues here at Wood Trust Bank Field, Southwood County 2000 Stadium. Right now it's just at Southwood County Stadium, so we're going to eliminate the 2000 out of it. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line, working right to left for Wisconsin Rapids. Again, a team that does not throw the ball all that much. Teal Lucas has a completed pass tonight. Bubolt's now behind Brostowitz. Up the middle for Leo. He's churning past the 40-yard line. Again, no timeouts for Wisconsin Rapids. They'll let the clock run down and end our first half here tonight. It was a doozy. It has been a heck of a first half here in Wisconsin Rapids. The Red Raiders, a couple of takeaways, including a touchdown by Brennan Huber on a fumble. And River Falls has dominated the time of possession here in the first half. We have played 24 minutes of high school football here in week one. And we have figured out so far nothing. It is 7-7 as we head into the first half. You are watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Welcome to Key Savings Bank. Why so serious?
It's my game face. Happens every football season. I know with your great lineup of financial services, you can give me the competitive advantage, right?
Right.
Up the middle with straight ahead checking.
Over the top with a low interest mortgage loan.
Sweep to the left with a high yield CD.
Then drive home with an auto loan flea flicker.
Wow, what a game plan.
And a championship staff to go with it.
No, look out for this. Water cooler.
Key Savings Bank, where you'll feel right at home.
I'll get the mop.
Welcome to Key Savings Bank. Why so serious?
It's my game face. Happens every football season. I know with your great lineup of financial services, you can give me the competitive advantage, right?
Right.
Up the middle.
Hi, this is Blake from Mobile Link. I can tint your car, truck, or SUV. I even tint windshields with a film you can't see, but will reduce heat and glare by 43%. We've all seen those do-it-yourself tint jobs that turn purple and start bubbling all over. Not my work. Everything gets tinted by me and inspected before it rolls out the door, including a lifetime warranty. Call Blake at Mobile Link to schedule your appointment today. 715-424-5432.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids. We get you ready for the second half in our Key Savings Bank halftime show. Again, Key Savings Bank, unlock the best home, auto, commercial, and personal loans in the Rapids area at Key Savings Bank. No matter what you're financing, Key Savings Bank has the personal touch to put you at ease. Dream big with small rates at Key Savings Bank in Wisconsin Rapids. Again, the first half, time of possession dominated by River Falls. A couple of big takeaways. Ashton Fisher with an interception, and then Brendan Huber, the big fumble. The big fumble for the touchdown, the only touchdown for Wisconsin Rapids. Offense has been pretty stagnant for the Red Raiders and River Falls, and Jonah Severson has been absolutely dominant on the ground for the Wildcats. See if we can get you some score updates from other Zaleski Sports games tonight. Again, we'll go through the other 7 games for you. In the other 7 games tomorrow, we'll get to those in just a moment. In Marshfield at halftime, it is 17-7. I believe Hudson is the Raiders. Hudson Raiders up 17-7. Obviously, our game 7-7. DC Everest and Green Bay Preble. Looks like Everest took the lead 14-7 at halftime. As Coach Strelo is talking to his coach on the couch there. And so 14-7. Everest, and then Waiwiga Fremont and Pacelli. Waiwiga up 27-6 over Pacelli. Again, tomorrow, Spencer Columbus heads to St. Croix Central. Kimberly at Spash. Lakeland at Edgar. Amherst at Clintonville. Albion Necedah for Assumption and Necedah. Mosinee takes on Stratford in Marshfield. Luxembourg Casco is at Wolpaka. We're about to get ready for kickoff here in the second half. We'll hear from our friends once again at Key Savings Bank. And you have been watching the Key Savings Bank halftime show on Zaleski Sports.
Welcome to Key Savings Bank. Why so serious?
It's my game face. Happens every football season. I know with your great lineup of financial services, you can give me the competitive advantage, right?
Right.
Up the middle with straight-ahead checking.
Over the top with a low-interest mortgage loan.
Sweep to the left with a high-yield CD.
Then drive home with an auto loan flea flicker.
Wow, what a game plan.
And a championship staff to go with it.
No, look out for this. Water cooler.
Key Savings Bank, where you'll feel right at home.
I'll get the mop.
River Falls will be receiving the second half kickoff. Again, a huge score right before the half to go up and take that or get that touchdown, and now they have an opportunity to score twice and kind of steal that extra possession after they scored the touchdown right before the second or right before halftime. Just past 8:15 here in Central Wisconsin. Steve Mavs alongside Olivia Zimmerman and Joshua Bush on Zaleski Sports. Opening week 2022 high school football season, second half. And that one is going to be looped and caught at the 40-yard line. It looked like Ashton Fisher slipped a little bit. The tee almost went further than the ball did, and it did. It ended up being further than the kickoff. But again, Jonah Severson is how our PA guy is going at it, but we'll say Severson has been a dominant force so far running the football for River Falls. Number 25 for the Red Raiders. Or excuse me, for the Wildcats. He's the back again in the I formation, off the left side, up the middle, gains 5-6 yards, or 4 or 5 yards. Again, no real penetration by this defensive line for Wisconsin Rapids, getting pushed around and allowing Severson to to gain those 4 or 5 yards every single time. 11.5 to go for the third quarter. And high school football is here. It is live on Zaleski Sports. Severson off the left side, keeps the legs moving. It took 4 or 5 Red Raiders to bring him down. He gains another 2 or 3 yards. It's going to be third down and manageable now for the Wildcats. Again, River Falls this year, moving from the Mississippi Valley to the Big Rivers Conference after being in the Mississippi Valley Conference the last couple of years. And now they'll have a little bit of a tougher time with teams like Menominee and Hudson, New Richmond. Chi High is up 21-0 on Holman at halftime. Third down and 2. And they'll hand it off to Severson again off the left side. First down and more. And he's going to be pushed back. But not after, not before another Wildcats first down.
Severson on the carry for a Wildcat first down. Number 23, Ashton Fisher on the tackle. Ball's at the Red Raider 48-yard line.
For those interested in Northwoods League baseball, last night the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters lost in extra innings to Kalamazoo. The Growlers up 6-0 against Duluth in the Northwoods League championship game. Up the middle again. More of a bowling ball this time. It looked like Wyatt Bell maybe on the carry. 22.
Jonas Severs on the carry.
That was not Jonas Severson.
Gain of 5 yards. Second.
Who is that little guy out there? It definitely wasn't Severson. We'll say Wyatt Bell. Much shorter than Severson is. Jonah is out right now. Whoever the tailback is right now just carried the last one. And whistles blow. And flags fly. False start on River Falls. They'll march it back 5 yards. They'll be pushing back to 2nd and 10 now. It was 29. Who do we got for 29? Gavin Cole. And Severson back into the game for River Falls. Rain, it looks like coming down again. Umbrellas back out. Trying to see through the lights, and it sure looks like it's raining again. Not a place you want to be when it is after the game. And that's going to be the tough part of getting down on the field and talking to Coach Biolo after the game on these very slick bleachers. And the pitch doesn't work this time. Gobbled up out there and maybe lost a half a yard. Looked like Carter Christie again, maybe. Isaac Clendenning getting a lot of.
Brought down by 48. Grayson Reimer for a loss.
Reimer on the tackle, but everybody was congratulating Isaac Clendenning on a big stop. Setting that edge, pushing that left tackle out of the way. Third down and 11 yards to go. Again, a team that doesn't throw a lot. But back in shotgun formation is Dylan Brathel. And back to pass. The defender fell down, and he stays in bounds, and a huge first down. Brennan Huber slipped, and that left Jordan Karras wide open. A tough break for Wisconsin Rapids, 3rd and 11, and Brennan Huber slipped on the turf and left Karras wide open. Just a matter of if he was going to stay in bounds or not. Severson again, tailback in the I formation, hands it off to him up the middle, and he slips near the 20-yard line. They'll give him the 21-yard line. And a gain of 5 on the carry. And an injured Red Raider on the play. Looks like cramping. Is there a Red Raider? No, it looks like a River Falls player.
Officials timeout
So we'll take a timeout as well. 8:08 to go here in the third quarter. River Falls is driving. Second down and 5 when we get back to on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
The injured Wildcat was actually Jonah Severson, so he had to leave for at least a play due to cramping. 2nd and 5, 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. Going to hand it up off the left side, punches it back in, does Cole, and it's going to be third down and very, very manageable for River Falls. They switch footballs. You get a little bit of a drier ball in there. Get no medical attention given to Severson over on the bench area, so he'll be all right. And River Falls has taken about 4.5 minutes off of this third quarter clock. They had a 3rd and 11. But Brendan Huber slipped on the pass, run up the middle. The Rapids defender went right past Gavin Cole in the hole. Cole went right past looked like a linebacker, and another first down it must have been Fisher. Another first down for River Falls. Fisher went right up the middle, clogged that gap, but Cole went right past him. And still no Severson on the field. Wide receiver near side is Jordan Karras. They're going to pitch it out near side for Cole again. He's going to get hit hard by Brennan Huber. Put his head on the ball of Cole, and now Severson jogs back into the game. Didn't look like Cole gained that much, but 3-yard gain for Gavin. 2nd and 7, ball at the 10-yard line. Working left to right, nearly halfway through this third quarter. It has been all River Falls so far. They started at about their own 43-ish, I believe, as Ashton Fisher slipped when he kicked off. And they're going to pitch it out to Severson on the left side. He's going to keep those long legs moving into the end zone. Touchdown. Severson into the end zone for the touchdown. Again, he is a long, lanky running back. 6'2", 201, and if you tackle him high, it's not going to turn out well. And River Falls takes the lead. They have scored on their last 2 possessions into the same end zone, the south end zone. The snap is low, the hold is good, and the kick is even better. We have played over 6 minutes of this third quarter. Again, as you look at the touchdown by Severson, we have played over half of this third quarter already. as it is River Falls 14, Wisconsin Rapids 7. You're watching high school football, Selesky Sports.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Stone Innovations, home of Wisconsin's largest granite and quartz selection, is now featuring the best stones shopping experience in the state. Our brand new indoor facility allows for a home-like, comfortable atmosphere. Choose from hand-picked stone from around the world and select the perfect look for your dream kitchen in the best lighting possible. Then sit down with our free design services to customize the look of your kitchen. Our projects come with a lifetime warranty. Stone Innovations, Wisconsin's granite and quartz leader. Appleton, Rhinelander, Clover, Madison.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids. Buboltz and Huber back to return. This will be the first possession of the second half for Wisconsin Rapids. Connor Buboltz gets it at the 9-yard line off the right side, spins his way past the 25 to about the 27-yard line, and that is where Teal Lucas and the Red Raiders will start their next possession here, or their first possession of the second half. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, and like a good neighbor, Kerry Van Aert, State Farm is there for you here in Wisconsin Rapids. Get a free quote from Kerry Van Aert State Farm on auto, homeowners, renters, business, life, short-term income protection, long-term income protection, as well as banking products. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, and like a good neighbor, Kerry Van Aert State Farm is there for you in Wisconsin Rapids. Find Kerry Van Aert State Farm on Facebook to get started today. First and 10, 5:48 to go in the third quarter. 14-7 River Falls. Going to fake the pitch, hand it up to Brostowitz, and he'll gain a yard or two. Again, just not much going on this offensive line for Wisconsin Rapids. Getting Leo the holes that he needs. Wisconsin Rapids returning 27 letter winners from a year ago.
Second down and 9.
And up the middle. Gains 3 or 4 again. And it's going to be third down coming up for Wisconsin Rapids just like that. The umbrellas go away, which is a nice sign for us here.
Johnson on the tackle.
Severson, I didn't see Jonas Severson's name at all in any of the stats from a year ago, or at least the leaders from a year ago. Third down coming up. Third down and 3. Big third down here in the third quarter already for Wisconsin Rapids. Lucas under center. And yeah, that can't happen. Can't have two guys in motion at the same time. That was Sager and Buboltz. Illegal motion, and I would assume they would probably just decline it. Yep. So just like that, Wisconsin Rapids' drive is over.
Shift, offense, refuse, fourth down.
Man, oh man. A minute and a half after River Falls took 6:07 off of the first half clock, or off the third quarter clock, I should say. Rapids offense struggling here tonight, to say the least.
Teal Lucas in punt formation for the Red Raiders.
The frustration starts for Rapids. Lucas rolls out to his right, looking, and he's going to boot it away, and now it's going to be booted out of bounds. Not good at all. And River Falls will start with phenomenal field position at the inside Rapids territory at the 49-yard line. Man, oh man. Things unraveling quickly for the Raiders.
10-yard line where the Wildcats will
Man, oh man.
first down and 10.
Not a good start for Wisconsin Rapids here tonight. Offense has, don't want to say has done nothing, but pretty much has done nothing. And the defense, as well as they have played, have just been on the field way too long. 2 takeaways. You win the turnover battle, and you're losing the game by a touchdown. Because a guy like Jonas Severson has run all over you. Rathel again under center. Severson up the middle. He's going to be stopped there by Christie. But again, gains 2 yards, 2 or 3 yards
Severson up the middle, brought down by
on the carry.
Carter Christie.
Rapids back in action next Thursday. They host Stoughton. That's a long way for Stoughton to come up here. Drove past Stoughton on the way to St. Louis over the weekend. Just south of Madison. A couple long trips for schools to come up here to Wisconsin Rapids. And rolls out to his right, looking for a receiver. Has him on the post, and it is going to be caught! It's caught on the diving catch made by Wyatt Bell. There is a flag on the play, but I believe it's going to be roughing the passer as it looks like River Falls is marching their way all the way inside the red zone. Personal foul on Wisconsin Rapids, so they'll add half the distance after that. But what a toss by Brathel, and even more so, what a catch by Wyatt Bell. Wonderful adjustment made, and they gained 2 yards on the run, and then they let it air out, and just like that, River Falls is first and goal at the 6. Man, oh man, what a turn of events here in Wisconsin Rapids. Hands off to Severson on the left side. Again, looking for those leg and ankle tackles. Not going to work against Severson. And neither is going to be tackling him up high. A gain of a yard.
Severson on the run, brought down by number 6, Lucas Schultz. Gain of 1, second and goal from the 5.
Yeah, just on a bus. Probably a 2-hour trip from Stoughton. Hour 52 in a car. Hour 50. Second and goal at the 5. Hands it off, left side, Severson inside the 5, stretches. He'll be down at the 3. It's going to be third down and goal.
Severson on the carry, brought down by number 20, Ben Mansell.
Mansell on the tackle. Third down and goal. Ball at the 3-yard line. 1:40 to go in this third quarter.
Third down and goal.
Third and goal. Ball at the 3. 90 seconds to go in this third quarter. Rapids needing a couple of huge stops here to stay in contention of this football game. Pitched it out. Ball was bobbled. Severson into the end zone again. Touchdown, River Falls. Jonas Severson again for River Falls into the end zone. And it just like that, in a blink of an eye, it's 20-7 Wildcats. Again, a 6-minute drive to start the quarter. And then Rapids took about a minute and 20 seconds off. And then a huge pass play, and the PAT is perfect. 1:18 to go in the third quarter. River Falls 21, Wisconsin Rapids 7. You're watching Zaleski Sports on Zaleski Sports.
Don't let pain or mobility issues keep you from enjoying life. Let our physical therapy doctors and our staff at Roberts Physical Therapy help you recover your ability to move easily and live free of aches and pains, providing effective individual treatment plans. Whether you're experiencing problems with balance and mobility, you're experiencing pain in your low back, or you're dealing with any other physical challenges, we'll take care of you. For more information on how we can service your needs, contact us today.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Rapids got to figure something out pretty quickly here. 1:18 to go. A quick drive will not be good for the Red Raiders. High end over end kick going to be taken by Boobles at the 8-yard line. Looking now near side as he jukes up past the defender. 25-30. High tackle. Helmet comes off. And Boobles will be out of bounds at the 30-yard line. And that is where the next possession for Rapids will start. Like to thank some more of our game day sponsors, Sparhawk and Rustic Redefined.
At the 31-yard line, 1st and 10, Wisconsin Rapids.
A couple more of our game day sponsors that allow you to watch these games live and free every Thursday night for the first 2 weeks, and then Friday night the rest of the year. Got a couple of Saturday games sprinkled in there as well on Zaleski Sports. Got volleyball and soccer as well. Teal Lucas has it as he tries to pitch it, and he's going to be taken down in the backfield with no gain and nothing happening. You get a number there, 82 on the tackle, Zach Peterson.
Brought down by number 82, Zach Peterson. Loss of 2 on the play.
Second and 12, 35 seconds to go here in the third quarter. The minimal fans that came from River Falls making noise, and rightfully so, as Reese Yankee with the tackle and lost a yard. Yankee was just ready to pounce in that A gap and was in the backfield really before Leo Brosowitz had the football in his hand. We have played 3 quarters here in Wisconsin Rapids. River Falls has scored on their last 3 possessions, once to end the first half and back-to-back here in the third quarter. We have played 3 quarters complete. 12 minutes to go here in week 1 of the 2022 high school football season. Back to Wisconsin Rapids right after this on Zaleski Sports.
First things first with Midstate Technical College. Dual credit programs earn you college credit in high school. Then choose a path that suits you. Use your skills to start your career or transfer to a university to continue your degree. Choose a new career. Transition easily and quickly by upgrading your skills. Or continue your education with dozens of classes to get you on your path. No matter your stage of the game, your first move is Midstate Technical College.
Wisconsin Rapids facing another third down here, third down and long. Teal Lucas rolling out to his left, looking for anybody and throwing to nobody. And fourth down just like that for Wisconsin Rapids. As the defense gets up off their chairs and looks to get back in for punt coverage. Teal Lucas back to punt again. Again, don't forget, Nationville Area post-game show will wrap up our broadcast here tonight. We'll have an opportunity to talk to head coach Tony Biolo even after a loss here tonight. And as Teal Lucas, another bad punt. That was going to bounce and going to be taken by Buboltz. See if they mark them again in Rapids territory. They will not at the 49 of River Falls now. Spectrum Benefit Solutions has offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started today. And Rapids has come to an eerie hum throughout the bleachers and stands here in Wisconsin Rapids. Really nothing for them to cheer about. And reason that is, they're going to be taken down in the backfield there by 77 for Wisconsin Rapids. And get you here, 77, Aiden Chavez.
25, Zona Severinson on the carry, brought down by number 77, Aiden Chavez.
Chavez, a little dance out there after his name was announced. Not really much for Wisconsin Rapids to be dancing about, though. Down 2 scores, 11-10 to go, and might have to go back and watch this game later and really see how dominant River Falls has been with time of possession, especially here in the second half. Severson off the right side this time, gets bottled up. Going to be taken down inside Rapids territory at the 47 and a half. Getting up a little limp is 28, Cooper Burdick. As Burdick will head off the field. Third down and 6 yards to go. If Rapids wants any chance here of a comeback, they did it against Middleton to end the year last year. They scored 20 points in the fourth quarter. They need that and more, or not that more. They just need 14, but they need a huge stop here on 3rd and 6. And they hand it up the middle. Huge hole off the right side. They run that counter back again. And Wyatt Bell
on the handoff,
who had the huge catch. Who had the huge catch in the last quarter. They ran that in the red zone earlier in this game. And picking up a huge first down. Bell was really just the wing guy, and he waits for everybody to move left following Severson, and then he stays there, waits for the handoff, and he cuts back inside, and that time a huge gain on 3rd and 6. 1st and 10 for River Falls, hands off to Severson up the left side, off the left side, keeps the legs moving, and a second down coming up for the Wildcats. And again, just pounding the Rapids defense. Rapids last year gave up supposedly 101 yards on the ground a game.
2nd and 4 from the 26.
Probably gave up that in the first quarter, or first quarter plus, to Jonah Severson himself. And just a couple of mistakes for River Falls, halting a big drive on an interception and then the fumble. But other than that, their defense has been stout. Their offense has been a well-oiled machine here tonight. Again, after losing a player like Vito Massa, first-team All-Conference Offensive Player of the Year last year, Cole Evavold, first-team All-Conference, 1,265 yards, 10 touchdowns. Tyler Hayden, 77 attempts, 633 with 8 touchdowns. Gavin Cole, we've called his name a couple of times, 28 rushes, 139 yards. They lost a lot of guys from a year ago. The Offensive Player of the Year last year in the conference, Vito Massa. But Dylan Brothel has done a adamant job. Coach Schurz will take a timeout. 8:09 to go in the ballgame. 21-7 River Falls. We'll take a quick break. Come back here on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great child care you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children, to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Third down coming up here in Wisconsin Rapids. Third down and 3 yards to go for the Wildcats. Brathel again under center. Going to pitch it up, and again, Carter Christie ran right past him. Missed the tackle, and another first down. A flag comes in, and it is going to be a hold on River Falls, so that'll march them back 10 yards. And a hold will be given to the Wildcats. So 10 yards from the spot of the foul, and really no discussion on where you want to or what you would want to do on third down, and a holding penalty.
Holding against the Wildcats, so move the ball back to the 34-yard line.
Again, time of possession dominated by River Falls tonight. We'll talk to Coach Biolo about the time of possession. And this offense not really clicking here tonight. And again, first game of the year, but really want to see how things have developed. And not to be mean, but things have not developed particularly well. Third down, hands it up off the right side and breaks a couple of arm tackles, bounces it off to the right side, first down and more. Gavin Cole on a 3rd and 11. The second time this half. Second time this half that River Falls has converted a 3rd and 11. And Gavin Cole again up the middle. Linebackers really pursuing way too aggressively, going right past. Carter Christie points to himself, but man, oh man, those are plays, especially for seniors, that cannot happen for Wisconsin Rapids. Carter's just a junior, but the middle linebacker. Severson untouched until he gains 6 more. As Connor Akey drove, who is a young fella, Landon Zepchek, about 15 yards past the line of scrimmage.
Second down and 4.
Again, you can show off all the strength that you want, but if you're not making stops on the line, 6:45 to go here in Wisconsin Rapids in the fourth quarter. 21-7 River Falls as they are driving again. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Back judge with his hand up. Under 4 seconds. 3, 2, and they get it off. Hand it up again to Severson. He gets stopped by Christie that time in the hole at the 9-yard line. And it's going to be third down again coming up for River Falls. Reimer on the tackle. Again, highlights of this game later on tonight on Facebook. Zaleski Sports on Facebook.
Please watch your step while leaving the stadium, as the steps may have gotten slippery with the rain. Also, please stay off the track area and the football field. So stay out the fenced area.
Make sure I get I got lanyard on already, so they can't kick me off the field. They just announced that fans are not permitted to go on the track or the field, but have the lanyard to make sure people know we are with the Zaleski Sports. 5-yard line, first and goal coming up for River Falls. And there is a injury on the field for the Wildcats. And another cramp for River Falls. We'll take another quick break. Probably not our final break. River Falls driving, looking for more points. We'll be back to Wisconsin Rapids after this on Zaleski Sports.
Snow piles up quickly. Remove it just as quickly with Kubota subcompact and compact tractors. Our #1 selling tractors are built to take on winter with front and rear mount snow blowers, blades, and rotary sweepers. Get select Kubota subcompact or compact tractors for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months and save $1,000. See your local Kubota dealer today.
Your local Kubota dealer is Chili Implement, located 1 mile north of Highway 10 in Chili.
Injured player marches off the field. Again, just the second cramp of the night. Not too bad. See how things go tomorrow in Necedah. More storms forecasted for the next couple days as Cole falls inside the 5-yard line. Again, the field in Necedah is grass and dirt and mud, so if it does rain, it will be it'll be a fun one with the Assumption white jerseys. Necedah in red. Necedah Cardinals. In the Scenic Bluffs Conference. I haven't done my research yet on those two teams. Assumption returning a lot. Necedah is not. So should be an interesting game tomorrow night from Necedah Senior High. Second down and goal from the 4-yard line. Brathel taking too much time and another timeout. And that is one thing that Coach Schurz cannot be too pleased with. 4:50 to go in the ball game. Back to Wisconsin Rapids after this.
Wisconsin River Orthopedics has been providing comprehensive care to Wood County for over 50 years. We offer urgent care for orthopedic pain and injuries, joint replacement, along with focused sports medicine care from evaluation to rehabilitation. Our facilities offer a spacious rehab center to get you back to doing what you love most, along with the latest technology in our ambulatory surgery center and a comfortable open MRI. Stop living with pain and limited range in your joints. Turn to Wisconsin River Orthopedics and get back to the way life is meant to be.
River Falls with just one timeout remaining here tonight. Doesn't seem quite necessary to need it, but we'll see. 2nd and 4. Under center, pitches it out to Cole off the right side into the end zone again. Gavin Cole into the end zone for the 4th straight touchdown for River Falls. 4:46 to go in the ball game, and River Falls has jumped it out to a 20-point lead, and the patrons start to head to the exits here in Wisconsin Rapids. A tough showing in week 1 of the 2022 high school football season for the Red Raiders. I guess the best thing you can say, it can only get better, right? Defense, not to take anything away from the defense, because, I mean, they've given up 28 points, but they have been on the field a long time, as there's a cramp or an injury on the field for Wisconsin Rapids, the first one of the night for the Red Raiders, and the training staff will head out there. It might look a little bit like Ashton Fisher, but we'll confirm that after this quick timeout. Back to Wisconsin Rapids after this.
Rustic Redefined is the area's boutique clothing store for women and children. You'll find a personalized shopping experience with unique and trendy styles to choose from. Rustic Redefined specializes in affordable clothes and accessories with red carpet service. Find your individual style at Rustic Redefined on 8th Street South in Wisconsin Rapids and Rustic Redefined on Facebook.
The cramped player was indeed Ashton Fisher. He is looking for a replacement for himself on the special teams and already had one out there. Kickoff incoming for the Wildcats. Michael Conway has done a nice job in the kicking department tonight, and that one much of the same. That will roll into the end zone for a touchback. Again, coming up next will be the Nacerville Dairy post-game show. Nacerville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get them at Nacerville Dairy and Marshfield, Curtis, or at NacervilleDairy.com. Give a big shout out to one of our newer sponsors in Whitetail Properties, Brian Rouge, a friend of Zaleski Sports. If you're looking for anything, any large, I guess any properties out in the woods area, give Brian a call. Whitetail Properties. If you're looking for hunting land or want to build a house, get away from everybody, head over to Whitetail Properties for all your land needs, or I guess property needs, right? Brostowitz up the middle. 4.5 to go here in the ballgame. Largest gain for Leo here in the second half. Again, the drives for Rapids have been very minimal and very quick, as Rapids will fall to 0-1 on the season, as they did last year, to Muskego. They will host Stoughton next Thursday night. Paul Jaglinski will be on the call of that game for you, as I'll be in Auburndale for volleyball. And then Friday, we'll have the whole crew back again. 6 o'clock, Assumption and Pepin Alma next Friday night. That should be a great game. So we have a whole slate of games coming up for you on Zaleski Sports next week. Trevor will have that all updated on Sunday at the Grassland Dairy weekly schedule. Teal Lucas off the right side. He stays on his feet for just a moment. Spins to another Rapids first down past the 40 the largest gainer of the day for Wisconsin Rapids.
Teal Lucas on the quarterback keeper. Number 21, Zach Cleveland on the tackle for the Wildcats.
First and 10, ball at the 44-yard line. Again, we'll have an opportunity to talk to Coach Tony Biolo at the conclusion of this game in about 5 minutes. Lucas will keep it himself off the right side and gets swarmed by a flock, I guess,
Lucas again on the carry.
a whole host of Wildcats.
53, Reese Yonke. Gain of 1 yard.
Let's see what it is.
Second down and 9.
Group of Wildcats. What's the name of a group of Wildcats? Oh, how about this? A group of Wildcats. Oh, that doesn't make sense. A group of Wildcats is called a destruction. Awesome. So a destruction of on the tackle as Bubolt's on the carry. Third down coming up for Wisconsin Rapids. Again, don't forget that we will have the Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Be quick and easy. Sure, Coach Biolo won't have too many things to say, but good to hear his perspective on the ball game here tonight. If I remember right, I think all the positions go off into their meetings after the post-game or after the initial team meeting, as Teal Lucas will be stopped after a gain of 1.5 yards. Fourth down coming up with 90 seconds to go. Again, Rapids hosting Stoughton next week. It'll be at Wausau West on September 2nd to start conference play. They got 2 huge conference games to start at Wausau West, and then they host Spash. That game against Spash, again, will be a double header with Assumption when they host Marathon at 5. Then Lincoln will play at approximately 8 o'clock. That's going to be a long night. Hand up the middle. Brostowitz off the right side, running over 3 defenders. And a first down. Unless that's Sager. Yep, that's Sager on the carry. Caden Sager. First down, 46 seconds to go.
For a Wisconsin Rapids first down.
Bulldozer in his own right, Caden Sager. 40 seconds to go here tonight. They headed up off the right side. Sager again falls to the 35-yard line. 30 seconds left. Again, Rapids will fall to 0-1. River Falls will start the 2022 campaign 1-0. And the offense very stagnant for Wisconsin Rapids here tonight. And a carry up to the 30-yard line, and that should do it. Week 1 is in the books here in 2022 for Wisconsin Rapids and River Falls, and the River Falls Wildcats, after their 3-hour bus ride, come into Wisconsin Rapids and knock off the Division I Wisconsin Rapids-Lincoln Red Raiders. A final score, 28 for River Falls and Wisconsin Rapids-Lincoln 7. Nasonville Dairy postgame show coming up next. We'll have an opportunity to talk to head coach Tony Biolo when we get back to Wood Trust Bank Field, Southwood County Stadium, here on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10. Nasonville Dairy, NasonvilleDairy.com. All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually, that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri.
Can you hear me? All right. Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids. Time now for Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy Fresh Cheese Curds made daily at NasonvilleDairy.com. Here with Lincoln head coach Tony Biolo. Coach, obviously a tough one to start the year. Defense played well at times, just the time of possession got out of hand.
It did. Defense played a great game. I mean, they kept us in the game when we really needed it and then just got worn out. I mean, and you can only ask the defense to hold on for so long. Offense we have to have some long, sustained drives to help the defense out, and we didn't do that tonight at all for them. And you can't ask them to go over as long as they were on the field.
Obviously, another week, another Thursday game next week against Stoughton. Obviously, a little bit or some stuff to work on. What do you take away from positives out of this one?
Just that we can get better. For sure, we can get better. You know, I think we've got a really young offensive line, and they're going to get better and get more confident with just even from watching this game and seeing some things and learning. Every day is a new step for them right now.
Perfect. Thanks, Coach. We'll see you next week. Thank you. All right, with that, we're going to sign things off here in Wisconsin Rapids. Week 1 continues tomorrow. 7 more games on Zaleski Sports for you next week, or excuse me, tomorrow night. And I will be in Necedah, Assumption, and Necedah. 7 o'clock kickoff. Joe Anderson and I will bring you that game. For Olivia Zimmerman and Joshua Bush, this is Steve Maves signing off here in Wisconsin Rapids. Again, final score, River Falls 28, Wisconsin Rapids 7. Have a great night, everyone. We'll talk to you again tomorrow night from Necedah right here on Zaleski Sports.